Hello, you're watching CNN and this is Connect the World. I'm Lynda Kinkade. Welcome back. Well, we're going to go back to our developing story. Passengers ill on an Emirates airline plane that was quarantined at New York's JFK airport. Now, the US Centers for Disease Control says about 100 people, including some crew members, complained of illness, including coughing and fevers. Officials tell CNN that 7 crew members and 5 passengers have been taken to hospital after the plane landed from Dubai. The CDC says it's working with local officials to evaluate people who were on the plane. Let's go to someone now who was on that plane. Larry Coben joins me now on the phone. Larry, I understand that many people were ill when they got on that flight. What can you tell us about that flight?
The flight seemed quite uneventful until the captain came on about 10 or 15 minutes before we landed and said some of the people on board have taken ill and that we should remain in our seats when we land and not, be prepared to get off the plane right away.
Did you see the passengers that were sick?
There didn't seem to be anything particularly noticeable or different about this flight as opposed to...
Larry, did you notice the passengers who were sick? Did you see people coughing, people complaining of fevers?
I did not. This is an Airbus 380 double-decker gigantic plane, and so I did not see them. And at least nobody in my vicinity seemed to be sick. We all were just sat around waiting to see what happened.
And what did you notice when you were disembarking?
The members of the CDC were taking people's temperature. They had us fill out a form about where we would be in the next few weeks, and they were taking everyone's temperature, and assuming temperatures were normal, they let people get on the bus to be taken through passport control and customs.
And so it looks like they were well prepared when the plane landed for many people who may have been suffering some sort of illness. Have they said whether you need to stay in touch with them should you develop any symptoms?
I think they didn't say any. They didn't really give us any advice at all. I presume that people who do develop symptoms should probably get in touch with them. But they merely collected these documents with our addresses, and I assume they'll follow up if they discover anything from the people who were actually taken to the hospital.
And when you flew out of Dubai airport, did you notice anyone wearing masks at the airport?
No, I did not. But as I said, there were 800 people, 500 people on the plane, so I didn't get to see everybody boarding, but I didn't notice anything unusual or different about this flight.
Apart from the fact that when you landed, there were emergency crews everywhere, right?
Yeah. In fact, when we landed, I looked out the window and saw about a dozen police cars, 5 ambulances, and a whole lot of people on the tarmac, and that we had been towed some distance away from the terminal building.
And were any of those first responders, police, or the CDC wearing masks as they boarded the plane?
Not when they, at least not when they came in, just when they was out. But by the time they got on the plane, the CDC people were not wearing masks.
And so I understand the plane is now in quarantine. Were you taken through regular customs when you landed?
We were, though the hall was empty, and the people in passport control and customs, at least some of them, were wearing masks. Right. But I went through the normal passport and baggage claim procedure.
Right. Do you have any concerns, given how many people are believed to have taken ill in that flight?
I think we probably know less than anyone because we were just on the plane and not given any information like that. We were just kind of sitting there staring out the window wondering what was happening and when we were going to be allowed off.
And we've been following your Twitter account closely today, as have many people trying to get some sort of answers. Were your family or friends concerned about your well-being?
They were. I think I received several tweets from family and friends that I were okay, and then, of course, a few jokes that I wouldn't repeat on a national program like this one.
Good to hear. All right, Larry Coben, we'll leave it there for now, but good to hear you're feeling well, and I hope you stay that way.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.